This probably won't catch all the oil, but hopefully it'll get some. I'll get some gloves on. So it's an odd size. It's not a 1/2 inch and it's not a 3/8. It's some sort of size in between. Right, maybe lift this up to it. That was a good call. Look, there's not a lot of metal around that bung, isn't there? Oh man, this is gonna get heavy fast. Uh-oh. Get that bung back in, will you? Can you see the disaster approaching? No, put some more, take some more out. It's fine. Let some more drain out.
I'm trying to get something for it to sit on, and then like, Max is getting in the way. I'm like, oh, panic!
Right, that'll do, it's getting heavy. I'm going to do an oil pressure test and a compression test with new oil in it. So I'll take those rubber impellers out and... Oh, it's getting heavy.
Sure it is. You're holding that with one hand too. Oh, like.
Some amount of oil in this. It's actually like, looks like there's a washer stuck on the bottom of this or something. And this bung, see it? That round thing. Looks like a washer or something. It is. There's actually a washer sitting in the sump. So we'll keep that as a souvenir. Not good as new. Look at this. Every one of these is an Allen key. So, don't know, should I take the plates off or should I?
Buzz the whole sump off. Sorry, so what's going on here?
So, I have all my Allen keys are metric. So I have 5mm and 6mm Allen keys, but 6mm is too big and 5mm is too small, so I need like a 5.5.
So
or imperial set of Allen keys, which I don't think I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think I've ever seen or heard of them either.
Joel probably has some.
Aye.
John, we'll have to buy more stuff.
As in tools?
Yeah.
Right.
See the sump, the whole sump is Allen keys and it's like a 5.5mm. I thought I had every tool in the world and I can't even take this sump off. You know.
I wasn't expecting that. I didn't think it would be imperial.
I know.
But then again, they're 40-year-old, so why would they not be?
Was metric not invented 40 years ago?
Metric was in 1840.
Aye. So.
France went metric in
1840. Sweden mustn't have moved to metric. Unless they're 5.5mm. Hey John!
Hello.
Guess what I just found in my toolbox?
A 5.5mm Allen key?
Yes!
Boys are boys. You're wise,
I know
man.
that news.
You're wise, man.
Boys are boys. Sure, I'll catch up with you later then, John. Thanks.
Alright, good.
Alright, bro.
No worries. Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, so I managed to find a 5.5mm Allen key bit, a 1/4-inch socket, and a wee ratchet. Look at that. So do you have everything? Oh, these aren't even tight. Look at that.
Me could have probably taken them off by hand.
she's clean as a whistle. Starting to get a slight bit of rust corrosion on some of the surfaces, but
On the big ends.
yeah, it's looking good.
Well, that's relief.
Yeah,
There's no heat.
massive big pistons in her.
There's no
Don't see any piston cooling jets. She doesn't have piston cooling jets. Wow, that is awesome. So we just pulled off this rear impeller. It looks a pretty sorry state there. Got some cracked veins on that, so I'll get this pulled out. So, impellers are off. Let's check the seals and bearings and stuff in there too. So now that I've got the impellers off, I have the scavenger pump back on so that that oil port is blocked up, and then I have the oil pressure switch is taken off and plugged in an oil pressure gauge so I can keep an eye on that. The turbo feed and return pipes, I'm not going to bother sticking the turbo back on for trying to fire this up, so I've stuck just a wee rubber hose in between the feed and the return. Hopefully that'll work. Might be a bit of a mess if it doesn't. Next thing I'm going to do is get this pre-filter cleaned out. What I thought was real nice was in the boat there was a few spare parts, and there's a new filter trap. So I'll take this off. That you can just clean that out, but I've got a brand new one, so stick that on. So here's my new gauze and filter. Okay, there's a little spring on the old one, which I missed. And a bag of pre-filters here. Some old ones and new ones. What's in this little box? Another glass, rubber O-ring, spring. Wow. So this little spring goes onto the bottom of this. I'm trying to get a key ring on it or something. Put this O-ring up in here. Put my wee glass on. There we go. That's looking good. Try and hold that up in there and then screw that back into place. So fuel comes in here, fills up this little filter, goes through this little hand primer, comes out here, goes up into your main filters, and then that's just a wee bleed pipe to bleed the air out of here, and then the fuel then is then returned back through the returns. From the returns diesel injector return, and then back out to the tank. So I've left these pipes up at the Nelson, so I'll have to fly up the road and go get them. It's going to be a disaster. Well over, I think. Just checking what she's reading. Perfect, halfway. And being 50 litres of oil, that will expand quite a lot once it heats up, so when she's hot she'll probably read on the full mark. There's coolant in her. Actually, it looks fresh enough. Okay, so what I've done here, not ideal for fuel, but I've got a wee garden hose there and a tank of diesel, and I hope that as I pump this down, okay, now we're starting to get diesel right through. So I just tried to crank it over and start it, and wasn't a great idea. Oh, there goes my carbon monoxide detector. But check out the my workbench. It just blasted my whole laptop and sit. But she fired, which is interesting. So I'm gonna put a shield up here somewhere and to try again. Did it start to lift the oil pressure? Let's see if this is still recording. Don't want to miss this. So, oil everywhere, all filled up in my toolbox, oil all over the ground. Yeah, this little idea with this here did not work. So it's just pouring oil out everywhere. If it maybe taped that up or something would have been a good idea. But bit of a clean up today. But I have to go now. But that was amazing, absolutely amazing. First time in 7 years. What we're looking for, George, is at least 2 bar. So see the red?
Yeah.
You want to see at least 200 kilopascals. So that's about 2 bars. Running well.
It actually goes?
Oh, aye. Yeah, just don't breathe that in, George. Stay back a wee bit.
Us?
Okay, so just put about a good 10 litres of coolant in there. Found there's like a valve on the side of it that was open. So I'm going to put some more oil in it. So I'll have to get an oil filter for it. Try again. Only a diesel left. Now we'll start this off, John. You hear it? And then we'll let it warm up because I actually haven't turned the camera. You start it up. You start it. See the green button?
Just press it
Yeah.
and release it.
And let go when it starts.